Former Osun State Governor accepts verdict, sues for peace. Anambra State government moved to turn around economic fortunes with 2 skills productive empowerment scheme. Also on the news tonight, NYSC applauded for introducing empowerment scheme as it marks 50th anniversary. Remember, you can also watch us live on our YouTube at NTA Enugu. Good evening and many thanks for joining us on the news tonight. My name is Comfort Ayim with the details. Anambra State Governor is asking youth to take advantage of the One Youth 2 Skills Productive Empowerment Scheme provided to turn their economic fortunes around through legitimate, honest, entrepreneur endeavor. The move by the state government is to transform the state to skill hub of Africa. Ndem Carlo report.
This entrepreneurship scheme is a large-scale youth entrepreneurship, skill acquisition, and employment program of the Solution Administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo to raise over 1,000 youth entrepreneurs every year. Participants are expected to go through entrepreneurial training that equips them with the knowledge and tools necessary to start or expand their businesses sustainably in order to contribute to the economic development of the state in years to come. At the various centers visited, participants were commended for being committed to the entrepreneurship training and to take advantage of the opportunity, as the inspection was to ensure effective policy and program implementation.
You agree with us that this is a complete total package. From the vocational and technical stage training to entrepreneurship training. From there, we take you guys to a cooperative setting through comparative and need assessment. We cluster everyone of you according to the skills. Then the financing part of it is startup.
Some of the trainees expressed gratitude to the state government as the training has rekindled their hope for a better future.
I was marveled when this program came in because we believe in training people, teaching them how to fish, not giving them fish. And I believe that's what he had decided to do for Anambra youth.
Youth of Anambra is becoming valuable. We have succeeded in taking the youth away from the streets.
At the end of the training, participants will be empowered in their chosen field of endeavor to become self-reliant and also employers of labor in Oka, Ndemkalo, and
Meanwhile, former Osun Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has accepted Tuesday's ruling of the Supreme Court, which upheld the election of Senator Ademola Adeleke as governor of the state. Oyetola, in a statement he personally signed, although against the wish of his party members and supporters, he had to accept it in the interest of peace and development of the state. The former governor urged members of his All Progressives Congress, for his supporters and those who voted for him during the July 16, 2023 governorship election to accept the judgment as the will of God and move on. Oyetola asked the APC members and supporters not to feel sad and depressed over the decision of the court and encouraged them to brace up for the task ahead. And sustainable management of the world's forests takes center stage at the United Nations Forum on Forest Stakeholders from across the world, from member states to civil society partners gathered to discuss this critical resource. Onengiye Fineface report.
Forests cover 31% of the Earth's land area, contain over 80% of the world's terrestrial biodiversity, and store more carbon than the entire atmosphere. More than 1.6 billion people depend on forests for subsistence, livelihood, employment, and income. Despite these vital roles of forests to human existence, every year the world continues to lose 10 million hectares of forests.
We must draw attention to the critical importance of the forests and sustainable forest management in eradicating poverty, meeting people's basic needs, and tackling global challenges.
The 18th session of the United Nations Forum on Forests reviews progress towards the UN Strategic Plan for Forests 2030 and discusses its work on capacity development, forest financing, monitoring, assessment and reporting, enhanced cooperation and coordination, regional collaboration, communication and outreach, and stakeholder engagement.
Forest-related actions to combat climate change, including carbon sequestration, mitigation, and adaptation, contribute to the accomplishment of the Sustainable Development Goal 13 on climate change. A green economy that offers decent employment in the forestry sector helps in the achievement of SDGs 1, 8, and 10.
It is therefore critical for the Forum and its members to promote and highlight forest-based actions and contributions to address the current global challenges and accelerate progress toward the SDGs.
It is estimated that 2 billion hectares of degraded land worldwide could potentially be restored. Revitalizing degraded forests is critical for meeting the UN target of increasing global forest area by 3% in time for the 2030 deadline. Doing so would also help countries create new jobs, prevent soil erosion, protect watersheds, mitigate climate change, and safeguard biological diversity. Onengiye Fineface, NTA News.
Taking a break now, more reports when we return. Do join us again.
So Clean concentrated detergent. 2 times the work, 2 times the speed, 2 times the strength. To win, we know what it takes. New So Clean 30% concentrated detergent. Now with 2 times the cleaning power. So Clean. For a faster, brighter, cleaner wash. With 2 times the cleaning power. So Clean, the official regional partner of Paris Saint-Germain.
Moving on, as Nigerians, especially key players in the National Youth Service Corps, prepare to celebrate 50 years of existence of the scheme, the need to continue to use the scheme as a tool for promoting national unity, development, and integration keeps reverberating. Tina Nyongwe reports.
These are Nigerian graduates who have obeyed the clarion call to serve Nigeria, their fatherland, with dedication and selflessness to lift the nation higher. Just like their counterparts in other states of the Federation, they and other facilitators of the scheme in Enugu State are excited to be part of the National Youth Service Corps scheme, created on the 22nd of May 1973 by the General Yakubu Gowon-led administration. They are happy celebrating the 50th anniversary of the NYSC as a tool to foster national unity and cohesion, develop common ties among Nigerian youths, to enable them acquire the spirit of self-reliance by encouraging them to develop skills for self-employment.
And you see, come members from the camp, they form this kind of bond, they form some kind of relationship. Many marriages in Nigeria today, it's one from the camp now. I'm sure when you serve, you saw some of those things. And when come members are going to, when 2 come members from different parts of the country, come together to go into marriage. NYC, we uphold it, and NYC, normally we are always there to support them.
These 2 core members hails from Rivers State.
I called them Opa, and I had Abacha. So it was actually a nice one. I really loved my stay here in Enugu. I'm very sure if I go back home, I'm going to tell them how wonderful my experience was.
Yes, it is. So, as a member, I think I have some privileges I can edge over some other people. And it also helping me to also do about my daily activities.
Recently, there was a call from some quarters for the scrapping off of the scheme, probably due to insecurity and other reasons. But key players believe that 50 years down the line, the gains of the NYSC scheme outweighs its losses. In Enugu, Chineyenwoye, NTN News.
Apart from fostering unity among Nigerian youth, the introduction of empowerment into NYSC scheme by government has continued to receive applause from core members in Ebonyi State, who stated this as they joined their counterpart in the country in a unity walk as part of activities marking the 50th anniversary of NYSC in Nigeria. Ijeoma Nwante reports.
It was all joy and jubilation for the NYSC officials and core members serving in Ebonyi State as they joined their counterparts in the southeast for the unity walk, recounting how the scheme has changed their lives.
I thank God that I can afford this, that I can celebrate it. I thank God for being a part of it. It's something that should be.
The state coordinator, Mrs. Mercy Bamaidawuda, who was grateful to God for the golden jubilee of the scheme, urged the core members not to relent in rendering their selfless services to the nation and to ensure that peace and unity continues to reign in Nigeria.
So NYSC started long ago, and because of the services we are rendering, the NYSC is still what? Relevant. And will always be what? Relevant.
Chairman of the NYSC Governing Board, represented by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mr. Ben Okike, acknowledged that the scheme has achieved a lot in the past 5 decades of its existence, hence should not be scrapped, as being clamored in some quarters.
You have also contributed to national development, economic, social, and everywhere. And that is a credit to NYSC.
One of the objectives of embarking on the unity walk is to reawaken the consciousness of Nigeria youths to the ideals of peace and unity. In Abakaliki, Ijeoma Pitawante, NTA News.
And for latest in the world of sports, here are the tidbits for today. Just before we go, another look at major stories. Former Governor of Osun has accepted the verdict of the election tribunal, which declared Adeleke winner. Anambra State Governor has moved to turn around its economic fortunes with the introduction of empowerment scheme. We also told you that NYSC has been applauded for introducing empowerment scheme, even as it marked 50th anniversary. That's the news tonight. On behalf of myself and the production crew, we thank you for watching. I'm Comfort Ayim. Good night.